Casey Littlejohn for SeattleIam.com. I'm up here in Capitol Hill at Cal Anderson Park, where these dodgeballers behind me get together every Tuesday and Friday evening. Sometimes that number gets up over 100 people. And the Parks and Recreation Department has received a few complaints, mostly probably from the tennis players that want to use these courts and think they might be being mistreated. So the Parks Board will be meeting on Thursday night and possibly giving a recommendation to Superintendent Tim Gallagher of whether these dodgeballers should be allowed to keep playing here at Cal Anderson or if they'll be forced to move elsewhere. So I'm here with Christy Steinbrink, one of the co-organizers of the big dodgeball event up here at Cal Anderson Park every Tuesdays and Fridays. So Christy, can you tell me kind of how this whole thing kind of started?
Yeah, actually a girl that works at Whole Foods about 1.5 years ago, Erin Grice, she decided she wanted to play dodgeball, and she got a group of people together. A lot of them, there's a lot of regulars from the beginning, but there's a lot of new regulars as well that played through the winter, and a lot of people heard about it just walking by, and we said, come play, or they've seen us in The Stranger or in the Seattle Times recently, and come check us out. If it wasn't raining, there might be some people in lawn chairs set up on the soccer field watching us, but yeah, she really got a big thing going, a big thing started.
Right, and then now somewhere along the line a little controversy started, right? And somehow, now who's been complaining to the Parks and Rec Department, or how did this whole thing start where they might kick you guys out of here and not let you play here anymore?
The tennis players are less than thrilled to have us here. They say, I think it really boils down to time on the court, and but they say that we destroy the court and we destroy the net and things like that, which we don't. We've been playing for 1.5 years, and you can see the net and the court are intact. But yeah, instead of leaning their rackets up and letting us know that they're waiting to play, which we would completely vacate the court so that they could play, we don't even know until the police or the Parks Department show up. And
now the Parks Department is supposed to meet on Thursday, and they may give a recommendation to, I believe it's Tim Gallagher, the superintendent, of whether you guys can play here. And if they decide that you guys can't use the court anymore, have you guys talked about where you might play or what you might do in that case?
Well, the big issue is where we can play rather than whether we can play at all. Most of the tennis courts in the greater Seattle area are underutilized for tennis or anything, so it makes sense to make them a multi-purpose court. Unfortunately, Cal Anderson tennis courts are not underutilized by tennis players. So they'd like for us to have another option. Most of the people don't drive. Most people saw us walking by and they live on the hill and it's convenient. It really is about the location. So the closest we could come maybe is Miller Community Center, which is to the east a little bit, a few blocks. But aside from that, more than likely if they vote that we cannot play here on these tennis courts, we'll probably play anyway. Wintertime isn't a problem because, as you can see, tennis players don't come out in the rain or the snow or the cold. But we do.
All right, I'm here with dodgeballer Mark Brooks. Mark, what is the big draw with this dodgeball at Cal Anderson Park? Why is it such a big deal? Why do so many people come out?
You know, it's the community thing. Everyone has fun, you know. It's a big party. No one's played it since they were like in 3rd grade or whatever.
Well, I see you got Under Armour on, so you're taking it pretty serious.
Yeah, it's pretty serious. I mean,
any plans to go professional? You've pretty much been out here since Erin's got this thing rolling.
Yeah, since the beginning. I thought it was a joke at first, and then finally I came out, and it's probably the coolest thing I'd done in a long time.
So I'm here with dodgeballers Erin and Erica. So girls, you guys come out here Tuesday and Friday nights. It's the big thing out here at Cal Anderson Park. Why do you come out? Why do you think so many people come out for this dodgeball?
I think a lot of people come out for dodgeball because everyone's allowed to play. And so all the people that play are the people that didn't get picked for dodgeball in school. And so it's just a bunch of outcasts playing something that they never really got to play or excel at in school. So it's really fun.
Great. And Erin, have you heard that they might be trying to kick you guys off of this court? Some of the tennis players have been complaining, and the Parks Department's gonna decide whether you guys can stay here. What do you think about that whole situation?
I think it's kind of ridiculous because, I mean, we're having fun out here. We're not hurting anyone, and there are more dodgeballers than there are tennis players. And I don't understand why a city that is so for being like innovative and all that stuff is trying to regulate what we're doing.
With so many people coming out, what do you think the draw is? Why do you think it's such a galvanizing thing where you have all these people from the community come out?
Well, it's such an eclectic group of people. I mean, if you just look around, these are a lot of people that I might not know otherwise. We have people that work in all walks of life. We even have homeless people. We have, I think our youngest player is 9, and then our oldest player, I think, is 50-something. So it's just a really eclectic group of people, and we all come together and we all have a great time playing dodgeball. And there's really a lot of camaraderie. I've never been a really sporty person. I was always the cheerleader or a diver on the swim team, but never like softball or football or anything like that. And I actually feel sporty now and competitive, but in a fun way. So everybody's just here having a good time, and everybody loves to play dodgeball.